expansion. We're going to see when he finds himself some open. Yeah, all the turrets on the right side. Surge is going to try to fly in on both sides. Losing the Mutas there. Not as much. A little bit more ground between the two bases than he would have wanted, allowing the Medic Marines to stim up and manage to catch some of those Mutas. But the Mutas still doing a fairly good amount of damage. Some of them are dying, but still decent amount of SCVs, I believe, taken out. Even more on the way for the Mutas counter reinforced for Kwanro. Yeah, see that little bit of emoji, taking deep breath, eyebrows out like, okay, so maybe that didn't go exactly the way I wanted to, but hey, at least I'm putting on some pressure and I'm killing things. Yeah, Kwanro, a very, very aggressive player, and you don't really look at it when you can't really tell it from the guy. He's like this short little, teddy bear type dude, something, I don't know. He's still going to run around with these Mutas, fly around, I'm sorry. Loses one in the process, not really managed to pick off as many Marines there as I think he would have wanted to. Lightning are going to move out with some just stim Marines to run up, try to put on some pressure. Still no sunken colonies, a bunch, what the hell? Kwanro, oh man, Kwanro losing another award. Kwanro focusing too much on rallying and flying around with his Mutas, not noticing they have like 6 drones sitting around not doing anything when they should be running right towards that upper right-hand base and start mining there. See, ooh, Medic Marines are going to get surrounded. Thanks to a little help from a few zerglings, they're just going to get picked off and done. Light's a little bit like, okay, that did not go according to my calculations. Not quite. He's gonna manage. Oh, I think he was gonna manage to. Yeah, it does completely manage to catch those Medic Marine forces. He's gonna manage to pick most of those Marines off. Some Marines coming in to back this up, but I think there's gonna be enough of those Mutas to handle one single turn there as well, taking a few shots, and did lose one of those Mutas out there. But are gonna be lurkers in play coming in soon. I think it was 4 lurkers morphing in, and 1 Mutas. They're flying around, not really doing anything. So Kwanro is trying to keep his APM number up, trying to keep his focus up. I think he finally moved those drones to. Make him start doing something. Still hasn't. I still don't think I saw the sunken colonies up. Starport as well, a 4th barracks now up on the way for Light. He's actually going to pick up, trying to pick off those chrysalises. I'm not quite sure how many. I think 3 chrysalises. Yeah, I think 3 chrysalises just to open himself a little bit more ground. Lurkers now in the field alongside those Mutas, and Kwanro has to make sure he doesn't do the same mistake that Sulky did, in that Sulky let his Mutas number to dwindle and die, and Kwanro has to make sure that he doesn't allow that to happen. He has to keep up pressure, has to use those lurkers effectively. He's going to use them at that northern position to keep the ground there, and has those Mutas come in from the side if Light decides to do something, which I don't think he's going to manage to do. Running in straight first, even if you have scan, running in straight first into 3 lurkers when there are more forces around you, more enemies around you, not really good position. Did manage to pick off one of those lurkers off. Kwanro, however, doing a decent job of pressuring. Even more lurkers on the way now for him from that upper left. He's just going to, plop those, right across the bridge. Just in case forces do reach that upper right-hand base. Make sure that they're not managed to do anything. Defaller Mound already on the way for him. Sulky's Defaller Mound comparatively was significantly later, and my cell phone's ringing, but I'm going to ignore it because I'm casting StarCraft. I have a pretty cool ringtone, though. I continuously forget to set the damn thing on silent whenever I am casting. See, Light has a couple of tanks now out. I think his initial science vessel is going to be soon enough. Second engineering bay now coming down, so he's going to continue upgrades as well. Has to be just very careful not to run into these lurkers. A couple of tanks are going to be able to start sieging on that, but he wants to wait on the science vessels before he really goes around and puts on any too aggressive actions. He's going to get caught by those lurkers, or he's just going to be able to tell that they're there. Mutas on the right side, they're going to take a couple of shots. Oh, nice! Hold on the lurkers there. Managing to, I think, get 4 or 5 Marines with that. They're both going to get picked up, but the Rays did manage to get a couple of nice shots off on those Marines there. Tank's still in good position, and that's because those Mutas just haven't been able to get close to them with all those Medic Marines protecting them. Kwanro just hasn't been quite managed to run those forces in to try to pick off that tanks. Mutas, of course, very good at picking off tanks as long as they can manage to bypass the Medic Marines on the ground. Lurkers in all positions on high ground all over the place for Kwanro, putting down more second colonies in front of his natural expo just to force those tanks to siege, and only 1 sunken at the time. Lurkers are going to get picked off to the science vessel in the air. 1 science vessel, and he has enough skirts to pick this off. Just has to be very careful he uses that. Lurker's going to bury down. Consume is ready. Zerglings are going to run in. Dark Swarm. Tanks are going to be able to fire on that Scourge. Not going to manage to do anything against that science vessel, but at least the tanks are going to get picked off. 1 tank still alive. Is it going to manage to get picked off? I think the Zergling is still just waiting on their Dark Swarm because there's no sieged tanks around it. More Lurkers and Zerglings are going to move in right under the Dark Swarm. Going to force his Medic Marines back. One tank definitely got taken up. Now the other 2 more tanks are going to siege him and try to continuously fire under our Dark Storm. Zerg is going to come in and try to do as much damage as they can before we get picked off. We're going to see whether this last tank gets picked off or not. One single Zerg going to attack, and it's slowly losing life. And yeah, that last tank also going to get picked off. So Kwanro with very nice defend, very nice timely Dark Swarms. I think he's been practicing with Zero a little bit. Zero, of course, one of the masters of Dark Swarms these days. Drop coming in from Light. I love this play for him. Just going in, just, okay, I'm moving back, but don't think I'm not around yet. Drop on your base, boy. See, 5 Marines, 2 medics. They're not going to manage to do much. I think he actually should have run and tried to do some damage rather than stick around and die. Second drop going to come in alongside. Nothing but a couple of medics left from the first drop. He still has some forces on the ground, but there are sunken colonies coming up on all sides. We're going to see what he managed to do. Fire everywhere. Scourge coming in, picking off the dropship. So, what was that? 4 Marines, 1 firebat alongside a couple of medics. Two firebats, actually. I think they managed to pick off the lurker before it burrowed. No, actually, they did not manage to pick off the lurker before it burrowed. Finally, now some more economy coming in from both players. There's going to be a base at the upper left-hand position, and my cell phone will not stop freaking ringing. Look, seriously, person, whoever you are, if someone doesn't answer their cell phone once, if you ring 1 minute right afterwards, doesn't mean they're going to answer it. Wait for like 5 to 10 minutes before you call again, would you please? So as I was saying, upper left-hand position, Kwanro going to put up another base there. Well, I saw Light putting up another command center, I think, closer to the 6. Kwanro still moving around, still pushing out with those Dark Swarms, pushing Light back. I think he's actually picking up a base at the 12. I think he managed to pick up a base at the 12 there, so he's definitely doing a good job economy-wise, trying to just get back into this. The Light finally has some vultures out in the play with some mines, and I've never really, yeah, it's very nice to play StarCraft while listening to my cell phone tune constantly in the background. I mean, mind you, I have a very nice cell phone tune. It's Winter Sun, and Winter Sun are awesome. Go check them out if you have not. It's an awesome metal band from Finland. And they released their first album 6 freaking years ago, and still haven't released the follow-up, which should have happened 4 years ago. Rage, metal nerd rage. Plagues, yeah, we saw. I think you guys all saw that play going on, but at the very least, let's see. White, it's still, yeah, he has those 3 bases. His main really not mining much at this point. Oh my, okay. Have you ever had that feeling you heard something a lot in the background that when it stops you feel lonely all of a sudden? That's where I am now. Don't hear the ring in the background. I'm like, something's wrong. Kwanro has that base at the upper left on the way. Has just now picking up his 12 o'clock, so he's trying to get that 5th base up with that 5th. One of those bases, that's going to be prevented. Has a Nidus Canal coming up at the upper left-hand position. We're going to see whether that's in time.